Well, good morning, my financial analysis class. Let's take a look at this unit that we're getting ready for a test. So online, I'm just going to go through this in Notability. We know on page 53 of your textbook that it has all of the chapter review, right? So we can be reminded on how to do all these things in here. And then when we talk about the bank reconciliation, how do we actually take care of these things? And I'm going to walk through one with you in just a minute. Then there's the key terms. If you click on any of these in your textbook, they will give you what the definition is so that you can understand what they are. Then let's go to these we're going to talk about in class before you take your test, right? So we'll look at these guys in a little bit, but let's talk about this one. This is the big issue that we have been trying to figure out and solve correctly. So here, this is like a normal person's regular checkbook, right? This is not a business checkbook. The numbers are pretty normal. To have a phone bill be here, office supplies, a deposit. You can only go by what the person's actually doing. These are the things that actually happened in real life, right? Real time, real life. And then they will eventually, also in real life, this is their checks that they wrote, but this is a business, right? So businesses do things a little bit differently. They have these stubs over here. The money tends to be a lot larger. Staples for $700 is a little bit more normal. So make sure you're checking yours. Are you writing it out correctly here? The memo is what it's spent for. And then on this side, you have the balance that they gave you. And then a deposit. It's right here. Then you would add that up first before you would write this check to get the new balance, right? Next, the person is buying at Best Buy computer equipment. So you transfer your balance forward down to this balance forward. There's no other deposits here, so it goes straight down to the next one, and then you are writing the check for the computer equipment and the final balance. Now, when they gave you the check reconciliation, right, from the bank statement, we reconcile what the bank shows happened versus what we wrote down. And so I just took a screenshot and brought it down again of what I actually had in my checkbook, and I start checking off the things that I had, right? So all of these items I checked off here because it was here, and let me just change this real quick. Okay, and then I checked off here because it was there, a deposit. I checked off here because they had shown that it was recorded. And then I see that my balance is not going to match their balance, so I do this thing called a reconciliation, right? A reconciliation. How do I do that? Well, I look at the things that they took away, like this little service charge, and I make sure I put it down here. I'm going to have to take that away. And the things that haven't been cleared yet by the bank. For whatever reason, Staples has not deposited this check, so the bank has not taken it out of my account. So I have to add it back. West Electric has also not taken this out of my bank yet, so I have to add it back. My deposit has not cleared yet for the $400, so I have to take it away. And then when I add back the things that haven't cleared, take away the things that either the deposit isn't cleared and this fee that I didn't know about, I see if my balance now is reconciled to their balance, and because it is, I've finally done my reconciliation correctly, right? So that is how we do a reconciliation. This is what we're going to have a test on today in class. And of course, we're going to go through it a little bit as well. All right, have a great day.